This is an RFMCE production. Reginald.
But you know, when I said, you know, looking at him remind you of down home Mississippi Bayou. But he looked like the one responsible for grits and red eye gravy. You know, like it's a lot of maple syrup involved in whatever they do. I don't know what they get out of log cabins and maple syrup and the African slaves. You know, getting involved with the French. But it's a long story. But which all began in World War II. But they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, and came, and you know, and this was the result of what came out. You know, and I ain't talking about Birmingham's finest. That was that group of people that was released under the contract of Ronald Reagan at a time when he just didn't care. But so they could no longer afford to house them. And so they ran loose on the streets, and that's why you got people standing by, one standing in the store talking about, give me a cigar. It's a bald head old white man, and then a dude with a wave cap on, he leaned back on the wall talking about woman to woman. Then over there is a dude in a wheelchair talking about rolling with kid and play, rolling with kid and play. Rolling with kid and play, 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 rolling with kid and play. His attire would consist of creased pants, jeans, and leather MCM cap with a gangster rag up under it, like he had just stepped out of 1987 and didn't give a damn what anybody thought about it. And he would always let you know that he is licensed to carry a gun, and that the police know that he.
They already know I carry. They can hit.
And he would dress up, you know, to go to a store that you know, I mean, everybody got this kind of store in their hood, but you know, you know, it's that, you know, if the desert don't swallow you up, that place your will type of stuff. He dressed like a Mississippi pimp. You know, that's the best way to describe. You know, bit better have my sweet tater. If you ever wanted to find Mr. Michael Anthony Hopkins, it was a known fact where you could possibly find him at. You know, and that's at that store. You know, with his pants creased down. I'm talking about with creases so sharp that when he run, they make a whistle sound. A whistle sound. He reminded me of the movie on Street Fighter. It's a man on the name Guile, and he do a backwards flip, and he actually turns into a human pocket knife. His creases so sharp that when he do a backflip, he actually becomes a human pocket knife. You know, cutting, and you can hear the swishing of the blade cutting through the wind as when he does a backflip, and it's so fast that all you see is like a flash of light from where the blade is slicing as he's a whistle sound. You know, and with a leather MCM cap, with a leather pouch to match, and a 357. Hoping somebody try to rob him so he can have he's a very strange man. If you went to his house, he got the front yard looking like it's the entrance to a cattle ranch. As you go up the ramp, it's like you know, it's a reminder to say your prayers, some sort of an Indian medallion with the Mother Mary. But you know, like that, it remind me of the dude off of Poltergeist that was trying to lead them children up into that cave and was always saying, God is it, his holy But anyway, so Cain, that was his name. And so, you know, so it's a sign on the door that said, he's got a gun pointed at you, and, you know, like a 357 Magnum, which was his signature weapon. He always kept it in his bag. Wherever you see him, you best believe he got that on him. And I'm pretty sure he probably one of them old World War II straight aim with the put the like across your arm for the hold it stable while he make sure he pinpoint one in you, a hot one in you, and I'm sure he got the credential to prove that that he a little throwed off, and that and then they gonna see he an old man with a permit to carry a gun and is known to carry one, and is known to bust caps and people and so he'll probably get away with murder. But anyway, pleading insane. Yeah, he'll get away with murder. You better believe he got the credentials, to prove that he, ain't rap tight. That's WT, the WT form. The rap tight form. The few French fries short of a Happy Meal form. It's got a fry guy up there in the corner doing his hand like this. But and a few screws looking, but it's just a nut in a boat. But anyway, so he'll be in court talking about, Your Honor, do you see the smile that is on my face? And the judge will be like, oh yeah, he good to go on back. And make sure y'all get him a muzzle or so he don't bite nobody. And that thing they was willing to handle leg go around on. Yeah, a dolly. Yeah, get this crazy nigga up out of here, man. And when you go on the inside. It's a it look like a museum and of artifacts and arrowheads and chicken bones. Don't he be like, don't touch that. I got that over there for a reason. Like I'll eat some souvenirs or somebody tooth, somebody finger, and a lazy boy recliner, lean back. Like throw the stem and the Brillo and the rocks away and do the rock away. And all he did was sit in a chair in front of a big screen with a video camera recording his front yard. Looking for a reason to shoot somebody. I asked you not to bother that stenching gourd, and you went and bothered it anyway. I said, but I'm gonna have to ask you not to go back in that living room because I got a lot of stuff in there that I won't bother. You know what I'm saying? All the hats. He got about 1 million hats. I mean, ranging from Crocodile Dundee to Panama Jack. I'm talking about for real. Leather Kangos. Like I said, MCM. I ain't seen no MCM hat in so long. I mean, I'm talking about. He might bust up out of there with a fall safari cap with, it's camouflage, but it's a Halloween color, like it's for the fall. It's like you finna go zoo life safari in the fall. I don't know, but anyway, he got about 1 million hats, man, and all his hats. I mean, ranging from Crocodile Dundee to Panama Jack to MCM leather caps and leather Kangos. But I think it was the Sherlock Holmes hat in there. The safari hat. But a hat looked like a Mexican riding a horse somewhere. But anyway, I ain't seen no MCM hat in so long. But the problem is that when you look on the inside, I guess he done left his signature Jerry grease around the rim. There were certain questions that he just wouldn't answer, like what happened to your wife, and did you did you used to have a Jerry curl? I don't know what it is with his dentures, but they appear to be of WD. Like it's just locked with him of WD. I guess when he put them in, when he put his teeth in, that means he really going out on the town now. But the only problem is you can't open them. I mean, your mouth just stuck with a smile, everlasting smile until you get some WD-40. I'm talking about his teeth look like that set of teeth that jumped out of Jack Nicholson pocket on the first Batman, you know, the one with the Prince soundtrack. Scandalous. But anyway, it was some teeth that jumped out his pocket, and they were still jumping on the ground. You know, 'cause, I mean, who else but Joker could have something like that in his pocket? He looked like he got some teeth that, like his special ability is that he can bite you, and the teeth still got you. It's like when you look down, you got a whole set of false teeth that still clamped on, and then he'll just stand there and reel you back in. Lord have mercy. I'd be so scared as I'm being reeled in, but knowing that the final stop is a nigga that look like Esther Roll, but anyway, with cornrow. But the double roller, I thought I told you. But anyway, niggas trying to get me for my double R. But so anyway, like a man birds in an ancient mama. But anyway, whatever it is, it's old down south Mississippi Bayou territory. Looking like right before the end of the very first episode of Roots, the last thing that black man said to the tribe when he said, he was like, "Hey, my brothers, the white man is here." Of WD. I asked you not to bother that stenching gourd, and you went and bothered it anyway. I said, but I'm gonna have to ask you not to go back in that living room, because I got a lot of stuff in there that I won't bother. You know what I'm saying? He looked like that he would be the model for a cologne called, Bucket of Old Folks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you gonna smell up in there. Because it's like, what is that smell? At first I thought he was on some Buffalo Bill type stuff, like eating humans, and then and then late at night when not a creature is stirring, he down there putting on women clothes. But anyway, with a salt and pepper afro. Put the lotion in the basket. Back there, I gotta go feed this dog. Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter. Mm-hmm. But I want you to know I got a gun, and I'm licensed to carry a gun, and the police know I'm licensed to carry a gun. And they say he is known to carry a gun. Mm-hmm. Do you see the smile that is on my face? But I'm like, I don't want to see it. But anyway. And they look like Uncle Ben trying to be hip hop or something. Like, y'all down with y'all ain't down with my rights or what? But what he said? He said, magnetized by their rights while I kick my juice. And them dogs so hungry, boy, I can hear their stomach growling, and they growling back at their stomach. I don't know, but that dog was looking at me like, please help me. I don't know if it was a Pomeranian or a walking set of extensions. I honestly thought that was a wig down there, and when that thing got up and moved, I was like, hey man, it's something under that wig. But somebody better get that. Better be like, what the heck? But he don't like nothing move, touch the ball. He don't like you on the cell phone while you in there. He don't want you recording anything for real. That's why I was just barely able to get the information I got, and I had to go in. On that like it was on Apollo 13 or something. Like, okay, I'm going in. With a helmet on and everything, like I work for McWayne Pike. But anyway, and that's how it was. And he was quite a peculiar fella. I'll never forget him. And so it's a sign with a gun pointed at you when you go up to the door. And